Hello. This is our version of Salisbury steaks. We use Boca vegan patties. Make sure you get some of this hickory smoke. Put it in there. I got some Crisco oil. Defrost these just a little bit. You want to soak these real good in some type of hickory smoke, liquid smoke. Even if you don't have any of those, use some soy sauce or some marinade sauce. You're going to cook these for at least 4 minutes on each side. Make sure you put some seasoning on top. Just a little bit because you're already marinating it with the liquid smoke. And we're going to let this cook for 4 minutes on one side. And come back. But this is how they should look after. Just cook them a little bit because we're going to go back and make gravy with them. You want the marinara sauce to soak in real good inside these patties so you won't taste that burger taste. So you have to marinate it real good. 4 more minutes. When you get finished, see your sauce. We're going to add our bell peppers, onions, different colors of bell peppers if you have them. I have garlic as well. And I put my green onions in last if you want extra onions. But you want to saute this real good in the sauce that you have left over. The marinara sauce. I'm going to put at least another tablespoon. Turn it up on medium heat and let this cook down for at least 5 to 6 minutes. Since I want carrots in here, I'm going to go ahead and saute my carrots at the same time in here. You can keep them whole. You don't have to cut them up. Because after they get through simmering, and then they got to simmer a little longer, after you add your Salisbury steak, you don't want them to be too mushy. So keep them whole, your baby carrots. And you only need a handful. So at least about 10 maybe. And everybody can get a bite. And this will feed at least 4 to 5 people. But you got to think about people love leftovers. So if they can get a second helping, they're going to take it. At the same time, y'all see my plants growing? Let me see if I can get it over here. My plants are growing. Just while my food cooking down, see? We got our tomatoes. See how they start rising? We have broccoli, cucumbers, collard green. The squash haven't started and the eggplants haven't started. But we on to something up in here. We're going to be having fresh everything, baby. Where my fresh food is. Okay, since this is cooking down, we're going to go ahead and add a tablespoon of whatever flour you have, but I use red mill bobs. So I put a tablespoon of this. I'm going to put over a little tablespoon, maybe 2 tablespoons I put in there. You only use this towards the end. If you need some cornstarch to make it thicker, use that towards the end. But you're going to let this cook around for at least 2 minutes. And then you're going to add some cold water and let it come to a boil. The darker the gravy sometimes without burning it is the best gravy. If you can get it close to possible, it's turning brown. So the same routine you will normally use maybe on your meat dishes, on making gravy. So simple. Use it in your vegan dishes as well, okay? Put at least 3 cups of water. I'm going to let it come to a hard boil. Once it comes to a hard boil, you're going to place your patties gently on top because you just want your patties to sit on top. You don't want to smash them up because they will crumble up if you overcook them, especially in water. So you want this to come to a hard boil and place them gently, okay? And it's your kitchen. You can also, before you put your water in, you can place this on top to smother your seasoning for about 3 to 4 minutes, no more than 5. After you season it, then you add your water. Now don't overflow it, because this is vegan, okay? This is a vegan patty. This is no meat. So you have to do it a little bit different if you want to keep the whole patty. It's already to a hard boil. Place these gently in the sauce, in the gravy. See, it's so thick already, you might not even need cornstarch. And for those that use potatoes to thicken it up, you can throw a few potatoes in here if you don't have cornstarch to thicken up your gravy. There's other ways when you don't have it. And if you don't have either one of those, just put less water. So since I got all those in there, I'm going to let this cook down for 25 minutes. Turn it on low. Keep checking it, but you don't want this to burn at all. For those that are trying to change their diet and eat less starch, take away your bread. If you want to eat less sodium, take away something in your meal every day. So for me, I take away my bread and eat more of my protein and my vegetables. So every meal, just wean yourself off of stuff. You don't have to take everything out your life at one time, because sometimes it's hard and it's better to wean. So just take a piece. If you eat a big thing of cornbread, just eat a small piece this time and then exclude it completely later. Later on, you're going to come back in here and taste in between and season to taste. If you need to add anything extra, you add it then. I had leftover corn, and I'm putting it in my potatoes to make them thicker. Because we're going to use the potatoes as a base for the gravy anyway instead of rice. Now, if you taste your food and you don't like the inside of it, poke you a few holes in it so it can start marinating the inside of it. With these patties, as soon as you take them out the freezer, you're supposed to cook them right away. So if you do take them out, let them soak in your marinade sauce before they get all the way unthawed. You don't want them all the way thawed out without cooking them. Vegan food is so simple, easy to cook. It don't take long to cook vegan stuff. So you shouldn't be cooking stuff really over maybe 10 minutes when you're dealing with vegan patties. You don't have to cook them that long. So when you do overcook them, make sure they're still kind of moist while you're cooking them longer. Because they will turn out hard and you just have to throw that in the trash. But this, a few more minutes. Mashed potatoes. I put leftover corn in the inside of it to thicken it up a little bit. Put your steak. Place it on gently. Like I said, no bread for me. It's not so bad. There's your steak. Same way that you would make a animal steak. Just be more gentle with the vegan steak. I hope you guys like the Salisbury steak. Very simple, very easy to make. Enjoy.